service productivity. So first here we will be knowing, or we will be learning about what is the meaning of productivity. So you can see over here the meaning of productivity. It's very important to understand what is the meaning of productivity. Like, it is very easy to understand. It is a ratio of input and output in terms of men and material. Or we can say it means the balance between all the factors of production that will give the greatest output for the smallest efforts. The second one is a definition given by Peter Drucker. We can say that productivity can be defined as a ratio between input and output, or the ratio between the production of a given commodity and accordingly with the help of the inputs. So it is not so easy to measure because of various difficulties. Productivity is a comparative concept and it is quite difficult to measure in due to various practical difficulties. However, we normally say that productivity will be higher if the output is obtained with same or less input of resources. And when we say that the productivity is lower, it means that output remains the same even for the same input or greater input of resources. So what is productivity? You have to remember ratio of input and output in terms of men and material. And when do we say high productivity? We say high productivity when we are getting better output. We are getting the output with the same input or less input. We are getting a good result. That time we can say that we are highly productive. And when do we say less productive? We say low productive or less productive when the output remains the same with same resources or greater input of resources also. Even though we are putting lots of efforts, we are arranging more and more resources, still if the output is not so much high, that time we can say that the productivity is less. Now, when it comes to service marketing, again, measuring productivity, just like measuring quality, is yet a very important or a very strategic issue in service organization, especially because we know that services are not produced. We are not producing anything in services. Rather, we are performing an act, isn't it? We are performing some kind of action in services. So the concept of productivity would be based on the experiences which are there in this sector. And because services are performed, service facilities are, we cannot store it, and quality is varying in service sector. These are all points we know. And human element is also important in service productivity. Because of all these reasons, we should understand that the productivity is a complex factor in service sector. But at the same time, it is equally important also. We cannot overlook the importance of productivity over here. Now, how do we understand about productivity? In order to have an understanding of the productivity, we should know some important points over here. That is, first one here is efficiency. Efficiency, effectiveness, economy, production function, capacity, utilization. These are very small points. So I'll just read it out and it will be easy for you to understand. What is efficiency? Efficiency is the rate at which inputs are converted into output. Rate at which inputs are converted into output. Then, what is effectiveness? Effectiveness is the extent to which goals are achieved. Or what we have, if you're having some kind of objective in the mind. For example, first one ही देखते हैं, efficiency देखते हैं. Efficiency means एक sales representative कितने calls करते हैं. That is the rate at which inputs are converted into output. That is efficiency. अभी effectiveness के लिए the number of productive and profitable calls जो sales executive ने किया है, that shows the effectiveness. Economy means costing and selecting the right people for, not only people, right resources for transforming these inputs into outputs. Production function means all the resources coming together to complete the immediate output. Capacity utilization means using the entire resources up to the maximum so that we get a better result. Now, one thing which you have to remember here is that quantity and quality aspect. There are two aspects in service sector. One is quantity aspect, the other one is quality aspect. First, we should remember that quantity and quality are going together in service sector. It is not different, or it is not separate. Dimensions of service offering or service cannot be offered without quality aspect or without quantity aspect. So it is going together, and because of this, both quantity aspects and quality aspects should be considered to have a impact on the firm. So what are the quantity aspects over here? The quantity aspects explains about that in service sector, it is more labor intensive. More labor intensive means we are using employees. The number of employees are more over here. Number of employees are more means that itself explains the quantity aspect. Regarding quantity aspect, the input means will be including the raw materials, the laborers involved, capital involved, etc. Compared to many other sectors, here it is more laborers are involved over here. Laborers means more human activities are involved over here. Then along with that, usage of IT, biggest buyers of IT. More or less, most of the service sectors are functioning with the help of information technology. That is also a point which is to be considered here. Then customers give more priority to quality. Customers provide more importance to quality aspect in service sector. These all explains about the quantity aspect. Quality aspect explains about, we know quality cannot be defined easily. It cannot be defined objectively. It is a subjective topic because it will differ from person to person. In service quality, it is concerned with humanistic approaches like leadership, communication, skills, compassion, etc., from which are coming from the employee side. So quantity is different, quality is different. Now, one thing which you have to remember is that managing productivity in service sector, as I told you, is quite a complex activity. And we know that productivity programs can be implemented only with the support and cooperation of the customers as well. When the management is not showing interest, or when the management is failing to look at the productivity level or productivity related aspects, that will cost the organization a very big loss. So in order to avoid such kind of circumstances, always the companies focus on quality aspects and thereby try to improve the productivity. Now, there are some reasons why we can find that there is low productivity in the service sector. Because, as I told you, it is difficult to measure productivity in service sector, being because services are performed, services are not produced, it is performed. Then services are variable, human beings are involved over here. Because of all these reasons, we can say that it is difficult over here. Now, one of the major problems in the service industry is how to increase productivity. Productivity is, as I told you, ratio of output to input. Now, in terms of service industry, we cannot compare it with that of a production industry or a manufacturing industry because you need more and more effort over here. That is what is mentioned here. Productivity in terms of service sector cannot be identified with that of product sector because it will be completely different. Service industries are labor intensive industries. This means in order to increase the output, we need more and more of laborers, more and more of workers. And most of the service establishments are small and employs less number of people. And we can, because of all these reasons, we can say that service workers are not given much importance. So there is little opportunity in such small firms and all to employ or to use skills which will help to improve their productivity. And most of the service firms, since more human beings are involved over here, they do not focus much on mechanization. Because you see any example, take example of a restaurant or take an example of a saloon. there is limitation on bringing mechanization over here, isn't it? So most of the time, the labor cost itself becomes the largest cost involved in service sector. And because of this, we cannot compare productivity, allow productivity of service sector with that of product sector. So we need to, in order to increase output, we need to have more and more of inputs, especially when it comes to labor intensive industries. But how can we improve this? We can definitely try to improve service productivity by using certain methods or certain approaches we can use over here. First one is improving staff performance through training. As we know, service is a performance and it is very difficult to separate the performance from the service provider. And if the people are not able to meet the expectations, then the service also will not be performed successfully. And we know there are several organizations where there are contact personnel. We have already discussed that part, contact personnel and non-contact personnel. So an employee, especially contact personnel, they play a very major role in bringing back the customer. So these people should be trained and they should be trained with required skills, and that skills should be converted into hard work. This will definitely help in improving the productivity of the people. So investing in proper quality people in service business itself will help in improving the productivity. That is why the companies have to take steps in order to hire the best people in the industry. Second one is introducing systems and technology. Now we know that industrialization, after industrialization and all, so many mechanization has come. We can apply technology in many ways and all. In service sector, what happens is that there, to a limited extent only, we can apply technology. But still at the same time, wherever it is possible, we can try to substitute these machines for people. Like either we can use a hybrid technology. Hybrid technology means we should be having both human beings and as well as techniques in that, technology in that. That such type of things also will help to reduce the burden on employees and focus more on the productivity part. Then involving customers in the delivery process. This is also one way we can say how we taking the feedback from the customers and taking their suggestions and involving them in the delivery process. How they would like to get the process delivered, how would they get to, how do they want to improve the service quality, etc. Then delegating certain duties to subordinates. That is also helpful over here. Delegating certain duties means instead of keeping everything burdened with the main person, certain activities can be delegated. Then managing capacity or controlling supply. How do we manage capacity? Capacity management means sometimes we can see that there will be several employees who are not fully utilized for the work. Or sometimes what happens, demand will be more, but we will not be having so many employees with us. Sometimes what happens, demand will be less, but we will be having more employees with us. So there could be a mismatch between the capacity management. So in order to use this, when the demand is more, instead of using or instead of keeping full-time employees, we can go for using part-time employees. Using part-time employees means our work also will get done, cost-wise also it will be less. Apart from that, we have to improve the, or we have to increase the efficiency of existing people also. Because how to improve the existing conditions of existing people? Some kinds of benefits, some kind of rewards and all could be given and make them motivated to do work. Along with that, involving customers over here. Then sharing capacity with others. Sharing capacity with others means maybe with some other organization wherever possible, try to jointly do the business. So we can say that in many of the restaurants, for example, we can see that hotel management students are also employed for part-time job and all. This is how they are managing capacity, especially during peak seasons and all. So many times we can see that malls में भी आप लोग देखते होंगे या फिर many self-service restaurants जो रहते हैं, their employees are involved, so that the delivery part they don't have to worry about, because self-service में कैसे होता है, the customers themselves go and take the food and come. Self-service grocery stores are there. So using such kind of techniques, we can try to improve the service productivity. These are all general points. Main thing is the input and output, and how we actually can improve the productivity. It can be improved, as I told you, by focusing more and more on the employees, because employees, especially contact employees, are more in connection with the people outside. So through better selection and training procedures, the organization can hire the right person, foster them. Foster means and then develop their skills. Then another thing is that by using equipments and substituting somewhere, wherever possible, try to substitute. Then reduce those things, or you don't use those things which are not at all there in the trend now. Then having better systematic method of delivering the service, and as I told you, using the power of technology. So with these methods, we can try to improve the productivity in the service sector. It is quite difficult because services are not stored, services are not produced, and quality varies in service sector. Because of these reasons, it also becomes quite complex to understand from where to start. But at the same time, all such factors, though they are complicating, making the issue of productivity quite complex or quite complicated, still we cannot ignore the relevance of productivity in service marketing. So once more, we can see from the beginning, what is the meaning of productivity? It is the ratio of input and output in terms of men and material and in terms of every resources. Or we can say it means the balance between all the factors of production that will give the greatest output for the smallest effort. In short, we can say service ability or service productivity can be considered as the ability of a service organization to use its input. Input means resources. To use its input for providing service with quality and matching the expectations of the customers. That is very simple. Service productivity is the ability of a service provider or a service organization to use its input or resources for providing service with quality and matching the expectations of the customers. For that, there should be efficiency in the operations, there should be effectiveness in the operations, they should also be economical for the company, and all the production functions should be involved over here, and capacity utilization or capacity management should be well organized. So based on various criteria, we can understand that service productivity is quite important in service sector. Like we can see quantity aspects are also important. Both quality aspects are also important. Both are important because both are connected. Due to the interrelationship, it is impossible to separate quantity aspects and quality aspects in service sector. Then what are the reasons for low productivity in the service sector and how we can improve the productivity in the service sector? This much we have covered under service productivity.